Hello everyone, this is Shanka Ponsley. I am your host of the Shanka Ponsley podcast, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. I came to the United States in 2011 after having worked in law enforcement for 10 years. I started as a freshman at beautiful Miami University in Oxford, Ohio, and I got a degree in interactive media studies. I worked as a software developer for about 2 years, and then I started an exciting career in freelancing and in what would later lead to a six-figure agency that focuses on healthcare PR and marketing. And I am going to share a lot of lessons and nuggets I learned on my way to becoming a six-figure entrepreneur. And I have a great goal for next year, which is $1 million in revenue. Again, I'm sharing my insights and my lessons with you. I hope you can join me in your journey to entrepreneurship and success. Now let's get started and let's see what we have to talk about today.
What social media platform has made you the most money?
I think LinkedIn, because...
Welcome to the club, Shankar.
Yeah, specifically because of the niche that I have, which is healthcare physicians, benefits advisors, and that crowd
You
is
missed
just
a
on
therapist that was in here. Did you hear him? He was a TikTok.
No, I came in late.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But it's very interesting. I think I am so grateful for social media because of what it has done for me and also for my network. And I remember years ago when I still had the American dream and I was in Luxembourg, Europe, and I had a distant cousin in the US who told me, do you know about LinkedIn? And I said, no, I don't know about LinkedIn. And he said, I think you should be on there. So I did that. And back then I was a law enforcement officer and I did that. And without even being an entrepreneur yet, the only goal really I had at that time is the American dream. I knew that at some point I would immigrate and that a network would be important. So I created my LinkedIn account and I started connecting. It was always very obvious to me that a network, no matter what I was going to be later, whether I was going to look for a job, share ideas, or be entrepreneurial, a network was going to be important. And what social media in general has done for me is something very, very beautiful and helpful. In a way, it is a very stringent coach to myself, because I think one of the things that really matter in attracting people who want to work with you is being trustworthy and showing consistency. And that, by definition, can only happen over time, especially also if the consistency needs to be grounded in quality. You need to be able to show that in a way. And for me, knowing that there are people who follow my content and who get inspiration and motivation was just always a driver to give my very best for myself and also for my followers to show that I can be consistent and that I can be trusted. And, it's very beautiful that over time, sometimes even before I even wanted to be an influencer of any sort, I had people reach out to me and say, hey, I just want you to know that what you put out there really inspires me and it makes my day. And sometimes when things are hard or when I can't believe in my dream and I see what you put out there, it just gives me a second wind. And that is so beautiful when you see that and know that. And what I noticed is that, with social media, we sometimes underestimate the vastness of this planet and also the diversity of thought on this planet. So I noticed that no matter what you say, what happens in your life, there's always someone who will find a grain of value in what you say and what you are going through right now. And sometimes the statement can be interpreted in 10, 15 different ways, and there's 10 to 15 different ways of finding value. And sometimes people point that out to me, and I say, well, that's really interesting. I didn't see that, right? So I think that is the most beautiful aspect of social media. And with you being my coach and showing me how to really be consistent every day. I've started with you, Shanae, in January, and I'm probably one of the veterans now that still show up every day with you. And it's just so beautiful to also understand how you need to structure your thoughts so that they are impactful. And I'm just, very grateful for social media and what it can do for a small business, but also for an individual in terms of personal development.
I love that because it's so true. You grow as an individual, just the consistency of it. It's not always easy. There's pressures. You have to build systems. You have to sacrifice other things to prioritize showing up. But I love what you said about there's like value in just sharing authentically and sharing what you're going through or growing through.